Speaker, for this opportunity, and I know it has been a long day. And to you, the Honorable Speaker, party whips from different political parties, members of Mayoral Committee, Chairperson of MPEC, Mr. Mutaung, Honorable Councillors, Acting Municipality Manager, in fact, the Municipality Manager, Acting Senior Managers, and other officials of municipality, fellow residents of our lovely district, Fezile Dabi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and good afternoon, and Sanibonani Dumelang, Molweni. Speaker, I think all protocol has been observed. And Mr. Speaker, once again, allow me to take this opportunity to convey my sincere, warm, and heartfelt greetings to everyone present here today listening to these proceedings. Mr. Speaker, it is my obligation as Executive Mayor of Fezile Dabi District Municipality to present to you the annual budget for the year 2023-2024 in accordance with the Section 24(1) of the Municipal Finance Management Act of 56 of 2003. I stand here before this majestic house this afternoon to present the second budget and medium-term revenue and expenditure framework, MTRF, of the Fezile Dabi District Municipality. I'm humbled to be given this responsibility, Speaker, to deliver this budget of our municipality. Mr. Speaker, residents of Fezile Dabi District Municipality across all 4 local municipalities within our areas of jurisdiction stand gradually in emphasizing their preference of better service delivery and more just society through great municipality in their politics. As politicians, we need to get better as cooperating across political fault lines to solve the challenges our people are facing. The stance in this regard, it is what our Constitution now in the 27th year calls us to do. There is a noticeable improvement in our financial position compared to the deficit of previous years that emanated from the audited outcome. This has been due to strong financial and administration discipline. Delivering a far-sighted and unbiased poor budget was an important step which was a key driver in the process of preparing this budget. This is ultimately what I'm here to appeal for, not merely on behalf of multi-coalition government, but on behalf of our residents within the district. Making this appeal for more unbiased communities through constructive budgeting on this day is not without significant importance. During the past financial year, we have spent a significant amount of efforts to improve the linkage between IDP budget and performance management system, that the IDP and the budget performance management of the district area, our district, is required to be reviewed on a yearly basis. It is done few days after we have a country commemoration of Africa Day, 2 decades after the establishment of the African Union. It is done to promote sustainable economic development for our people and raise their living standard, with specific focus of establishing specialized economic zone in our district or through our district, and in cooperation with the district development model, which is one can call a one plan. It is done in the midst of cholera outbreak that has engulfed Mwate municipality, Mukhaka municipality to date. Some of the residents of Parys and Fredefort has tragically succumbed to this disease. Therefore, I wish to take this opportunity to encourage our communities to adhere to the hygiene measures by boiling water using those disinfectant chemicals. Wash hands regularly with clean treated water, cook their food thoroughly, with treated water, thoroughly with treated water, and rinse their vegetables and fruits with treated water. Furthermore, as a district, we shall continue to provide support in a form of awareness campaigns using the services of our environmental health practitioners. Lastly, this budget is done in the run-up Youth Month, on which myself in my capacity as a district mayor will be celebrating or commemorating the Youth 16 in Mokaka Municipality, and the identified town will be Stensres. Processes followed to develop this budget, the Honorable Speaker. On the stakeholders' engagement, Mr. Speaker, this budget was developed using the differentiated approach as compared to the previous budget of the municipality. During the period under review, a bottom-up consultative process informed by the district IDP review framework was streamlined, taking into consideration IDP and budget processes plan of local municipalities. This was done to ensure enlargement with local municipalities, and as such, the district municipality participated in the budget stakeholders engagement of local municipalities. I must, however, indicate that this approach was not smooth sailing, and there's a room of improvement in the next planning cycle. In view of ensuring integrated development planning in our district, Mr. Speaker, in line with the approved process plan, the following consultative meetings were convened. The first IDP budget steering committee was convened on the 14th March 2023. The second IDP budget steering committee was convened on the 18th May 2023, wherein all councillors, including the Speaker of Council, were invited, with the purpose of providing feedback to all councillors on the progress made to finalize the review of the IDP and annual budget for 2023-2024 financial year. Acting Municipality Manager, now being appointed as an accounting officer, and all acting directors attended the meeting to make presentations and providing technical assistance where needed. Public participation meeting on IDP were convened in all local municipalities during the month of March 2023 in all local municipalities within the district. The draft budget public participation meeting were conducted during the month of May 2023. To conclude the process, the final stakeholders engagement was convened on the 17th of May 2023 in a form of ID representative forum, where a satisfactory attendance by sectors or sector department was noted, including private sectors, in a form of harmony mile. All sector departments were mandated to submit their programs and projects embarked for 2023-2024 financial year for incorporate into the final review IDP for 2023-2024 financial year. Internal engagement, Honorable Speaker. Internally, so all departments of the municipality participated through submission of inputs to the draft budget. Upon approval of the draft budget, administration, through the guidance of the acting municipality manager by then, held a various sessions to ensure that the final product is in response to developing unbiased budget that will prioritize the needs of our communities within the district. Subsequently, inputs by administration on the draft budget were tabled for further engagement during MAYCO meeting, which was held on the 19th May 2023. Mayoral Committee, furthermore, taking into account the prerequisite of ensuring compliance with the mandate of the district municipality, highlighted the following key inputs for consideration in the final budget. Number one, your greenhouse project, that financial support for the greenhouse be stopped and support for new cooperation within the district to be considered. The municipality should, as part of exit strategy, develop a marketing strategy for the greenhouse in view of ensuring it is self-sustainable. Point 2, Frankfurt Fire Station. That the funding for Frankfurt Fire Station be rationalized to cover the whole of Fezile Dabi District Municipality area of jurisdiction in line with the Section 84J of the Municipal Structures Act. This process will be followed by engagement with relevant stakeholders to ensure that in future financial resources are made available to the district to fulfill this mandate as per requirements of the Act. Point 3, Fezile Dabi Stadium. That the Fezile Dabi Stadium be returned to the rightful owners as previously resolved by Council. Our municipality, with its current financial position, will not be able to maintain the stadium, and no provision was made for its maintenance under the current proposed budget. Mr. Speaker, the process of internal engagement on the budget was successfully completed on the 23rd May 2023, wherein all directly elected councillors and also other councillors of our municipality was provided with an opportunity to make final comments on the proposed budget for 2023-2024 financial year. And here comes the summary, Speaker, for the 2023-2024 annual budget. Summary of revenue. Summary of revenue under this budget is estimated at 185 million during the fiscal year and is informed by the following funding sources. Operating grants and subsidies are as per Division of Revenue Act gazetted 23 February 2023. Interest earned was calculated based on current interest rate of 7.5, taking into account that project increase in accordance with the revenue bank of 5.3% forecast during the fiscal year. Operational revenue consists of telephone deduction from employees, tender deposit, and refund from insurance, claimed at a surplus of 4,180,000. And a budgeted surplus, Speaker, like I've mentioned, of 4,180,000 for the first time in the coming financial year. This was an achievement, it was a result of the municipality implementing cost containment policy and strengthening controls against wasteful spending in the previous financial year. And Mr. Speaker, I must mention that the annual budget will therefore comply to the requirements that the budget is funded. (3.2) Summary of expenditure. It is also important, Mr. Speaker, to mention that the total budget expenditure for 2023-2024 amounts to 180,836,000. Summary of expenditure line item under this budget are highlighted as follows. Employees cost is 132,765,000. Remuneration of councillors 8,252,000. Depreciation and assets impairment is 4,970,000. Inventory and consumable is 2,811,000. General expenditure contracted services is 11,230,000. Transfer and grant subsidies is 1,930,000. Other general expenditure is 21,670,000. And the total, Speaker, for the general expenses, it's 32,900,000. An expenditure note was largely influenced by employee-related costs, which were increased by 5.3% as per bargaining council. Mr. Speaker, as the employee cost percentage for our district municipality, it's at 73.4% of the expenditure budget. That means all should be used to control, measures should be used to control and manage the expenditure. Therefore, an independent skills audit must be conducted as soon as possible by end of June 2023, including the CREP 25 described benefit of 2.3 million and 897,000 for EPWP remunerations. Remuneration of councillors remained the same under the fiscal period, as there are no upper limits for now, as the speakers alluded before. Depreciation and amortization is for all assets of the council, are also included under expenditure line item in this budget. Inventory and consumable increase as a result of increase in price of fuel, specialized vehicle on fire services, petrol for general fleet at an amount of 1.9 million. 190 million, is budgeted for fuel and oil under this budget. Contracted services. Contracted services consist of maintenance of all assets of the municipality, include fleet and buildings, as well as outsourcing for catering for events and meetings. The other matters are continuing legal litigations against the municipality. 5 large budget allocation for this category is as follows: legal services to an amount of 2 million, financial management grant to an amount of 130 million, catering 800,000, maintenance 171 million, training 500,000. Other expenditure consists of external audit fees, accommodation and traveling of officials and telephone costs, printing, membership of Cllr, municipal rates and taxes, and stationery for office use. And we have also auditors general, of which is 430 million, and Cllr 135 million. Capital expenditure, which is 0.4. Mr. Speaker, I must mention that the capital expenditure included in the 2023-2024 budget will be funded from internal generated funds. This is possible as the municipality managed to budget for a 404,180,000 surplus. Therefore, the capital budget of 3 million and I beg your pardon on that one. The capital budget of 3,100,000 is funded. Capital expenditure line item under this budget will focus on the procurement of additional air conditioners for offices, IT equipment and data center equipment. Internet. Under your leadership and Sipho Thomas, you will see the agency of this institution to have an access for internet at all costs, at all given time. So that is my plea for you to establish and implement that as soon as possible. and the air conditioner of 300,000 for 300,000, and fleet for 1,200,000. And for other reasons, and to make it quite clear to this council through you, the Honorable Speaker, I've made a personal request that the fleet that was supposed to be bought for the executive mayor, it can be reserved for now, so that other costs that need to take place can be given a focus. So whatever the amount of money that has been budgeted for the fleet can be reserved now, and the vehicle will be purchased at a later stage. Fire and emergency equipment at an amount of 400,000, and telephone system phase 2 at an amount of 150,000. Furniture replacement for 50,000. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I would like to quote the former president of USA, Mr. Barack Obama, who once said, I quote, "A budget is more than a just series of numbers of a page. It is an embodiment of our values," close quote. I would like to extend a special word of thanks to all parties in our council for their support in putting this budget together. It was not a simple exercise, Councillor Mutawung, and hard choices certainly needed to be made given the situation we find ourselves in. But the fact that we did it, it means we can do it again and again, Councillor Makefu. I would like to extend a special word of thanks to you, the Honorable Speaker, Mr. Peter Way, members of Mayoral Committee, members of portfolio committees, and especially finance and councillors for your support and guidance. Finally, I will also express my great appreciation to you, Ndade Sipho Thomas, with your leadership and guidance, with all the acting directors, including specifically Acting Chief Finance Officer Nemorongwa Mabela and her team, including all acting directors like I've mentioned before, line managers, staff, for their persistent effort to keep the budget processes on track and to consult stakeholders of other spheres of government. Let me also take this opportunity, as I'm about to conclude, to thank my beautiful wife, my 2 kids for their continuation or continue supporting during this difficult journey. I would have to be able to carry this responsibility without their support. Mr. Speaker, having outlined areas that form our IDP, performance management system, and budget, and have shown that these are all interrelated if you look at your own intervention with other spheres of government, I tabled this budget of our municipality for 2023-2024 financial year for approval by council in line with the recommendation as outlined in this item. I thank you.